Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's get rowdy. Welcome to the All In Podcast, coming to you live from the gym.
Come on.
Because today we're trying to figure out, do you have to have a 6, 8, or 4-pack to get into heaven? And we want to dive into that today. Bada bing, bada boom. Bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We have 3 gentlemen here on the All In Podcast who love a good polo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I own probably, I would say upwards of 15 polos.
I realized this last week with my wife that 95 to 98% of my closet is polos. I think I own 2 t-shirts.
Do you like long sleeve polos? How many long sleeve polos do you own?
I only have 1. I'm not against
It's
them.
a risk.
I kind of like them. I just don't think they fit me kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because of the looseness of the sleeves?
Yeah.
Yeah. How loose do you guys like your polos? This is a big debate in the polo world.
Yeah.
You know, the Midwest, for example.
Yes.
I lived in Kansas.
Yep.
You ever seen how the Midwest wears their polos?
High and tight.
It's like someone
Tight.
took one of those shop vacs,
Yeah.
took a normal polo, and just sucked it right out.
tight.
Dude who should be wearing a large polo is wearing an XS,
Yeah.
and it looks horrible.
Sleeves are halfway down their biceps.
If it's not barely touching your elbow,
Yeah.
you're wearing it wrong.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, I like them loose. Growing up in the South, living in the South, going to a Southern school for your college,
Yep.
I think we all saw this, that people just like to wear loose polos.
Oh, yeah. It's
And
versatile.
I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I think there's sometimes that like I'll wear a polo that's a little too tight that my wife's like, oh no, I think it looks good. And I'm like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I think it's highlighting all the areas in my body that I need to lose weight in, you know? And then like, that's not what I want in a polo.
This is the health and fitness episode.
Like, I'm
So
not
we're
trying
gonna
to hide
dive
my
into
body,
that.
you know? Like, I'm not trying to hide what I look like, but
Yeah.
I don't want to highlight it, you know?
gotta find the
Attention,
middle ground.
everybody!
You gotta find the
Please
middle
stare
ground.
at my
Please
midsection.
look at these areas.
You know, I used to sleep in my polos in college.
Oh, I remember that. Clayton used to sleep in a polo, boxer shorts, which questionable as to why you were wearing boxer shorts.
I had
Do you
the
not
same,
care about support in
I
your
had the
life?
same pair of boxer shorts from like my sophomore year of high school.
We all
That's
could tell
crazy.
that
Yeah.
they had been
Didn't you also
worn
like
for a while.
sleep in jeans for a hot sec?
Well, yeah. The thing with Wrangler jeans is once you break them in, you got to break them in. Because when you get them at first, they're like super.
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean, they're
wearing
really
cardboard.
stiff.
Yeah.
But once you break them in, I mean, those things are comfortable. But
But
I would just
Clayton,
conk at night.
Clayton would literally sleep in a polo, boxer shorts, and socks. What a psychopath.
That is.
Okay,
that's
first of all,
concerning.
socks.
So yeah,
sleeping.
I hate sleeping in socks.
I don't know what's a bigger
concerning.
deal, that he wore a polo or that he wore socks.
Well, let's just talk about, I mean, the polos, the technology that these polo manufacturers have these days is unbelievable.
Oh, it's
I
dry
mean,
fit.
It's dry fit. It's stretchy. I mean, I remember the first like nice golf polo that I got in high school. It was at what was the name of the store? Golf Tech or something like that was the name of the store. And I
It's
got
like
this.
putting on butter.
It was like, yeah, exactly.
It's
I
just
got
so
in the
soft.
car. I was
Yeah.
like, Mom, I feel like I'm naked.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not wearing anything.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I could
amazing.
show up to the golf course naked and not realize it.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was wearing my polo. That's kind of how
Yeah.
you feel when, you know, you have these. I mean, the Rowback polos, Peter Millar. I mean, they're so comfortable.
What Rowback has done getting into the mainstream of the polo game has been nothing short of sensational.
Oh yeah. Just a crazy rise into the game.
What's their background?
I looked into this a little bit. I'm pretty sure it was at the University of Virginia.
Yes.
What's the business
Yeah.
school? Is it Dart? Is it
I
Darden?
don't know what it's called.
I think it's-
It's UVA.
Wasn't good
It's
enough
their
to get in.
school. It's their school of business, and I'm pretty sure it was just like a class project that
Yep.
they had, and you're not actually putting together the business for the project,
Right,
but afterwards
right.
they were like, actually,
They're like, we like this.
we could roll with this.
Was the idea the small logos throughout the shirt? Is that what launched it, or is it just athletic fit polos?
I think it was
I think
just
it was
like
just-
we're in an age where, yeah, like even Lulu. I just got a Lulu blazer.
Oh, weird flex, but okay.
I just got a Lulu blazer, which is
Wow.
really, but it's like it's dry. You can throw it in the wash.
yeah.
You can put it in the
You
dryer.
throw it in the wash.
You can throw it in the wash, and then you throw it in your bag. You pack it; doesn't get wrinkled at all.
Yeah.
And I'm traveling relatively frequently, and
Yeah.
so to have something like that, you can just throw it in the bag.
Yep.
hang
Can
it
you
up.
work out in it?
I'm sure you.
Like, what's the
In a blazer?
material?
I'm sure you. I mean, it's like I don't know what.
Does it feel like a Lulu workout shirt, or is it more stiff?
It's I wouldn't say it's stiff. I mean, it's pretty loose. Like,
Would
it's
you
an
rather be the
informal-
guy that works out in a blazer, or with those cut off tees that like show your whole body?
Oh yeah. Where it's like there's a string connecting the
Yeah.
back of the
Oh, yeah.
shirt to the front. I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the time of day I go to the gym, because I'm in there with the early birds. I'm in
Yeah.
there with the guys who are listening to David Goggins motivational music in their earbuds. That's
He
like
makes music.
the 5 to 6
Yeah.
a.m. crowd. Now, I'm not familiar with the 3 to 6 p.m. gym crowd, which is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
It's the high school.
I
That's
think
the high school
that's
crowd.
fair.
Yeah, so currently I'm living in Baton Rouge with my wife, which is where LSU is.
Yep.
And the gym that I'm going to is closer to campus. Go Tigers! Go Tigers! And I get a lot of college gym bros.
Yeah.
And I'll see some of it for sure, and it's always a little concerning.
I mean, if you're wearing a shirt, there's no reason why I should ever be able to see your nipples. It's uncalled for.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what happens when I wear tight polos.
You're talking. I was gonna say you're talking about the cutoffs, right? Because I have that problem in polos. I got to be careful sometimes.
You don't wear undershirts?
Not in a
No.
polo
Oh, I started wearing V-neck. I started wearing the deep V-neck Hanes
Yeah,
with a polo.
with the polo.
really.
Yeah, it's great. Saves the collar, saves the pits.
But then I feel like my sweat gets trapped.
In the,
Yeah, the point of the polo
that's
is that
the
it's
point.
breathable. No, the polo is breathable.
Yeah, and it's quick drying and it's breathable. Like if
No,
I put another layer,
but
then my
you're-
sweat
I'm
is
gonna
just
see
hanging
your
onto that
pit
shirt.
stains when you're wearing a polo, because
I mean,
there's
that's just part
nothing
of
to
the game.
catch it.
I've never.
That's part of the
I
game.
don't have pit stains on any one of my polos, and
I
I've
do.
owned them for a very long
Well,
time.
that's great for you.
Yeah.
But other normal people sweat
Yeah,
I mean,
in
I
their
sweat.
armpits.
Do you use all natural deodorant? What do you use?
Not
just normal.
Old Spice Fiji.
Yeah, I think I've been rocking Fiji for a
Big
while.
Greek
I
life
do the
over here.
non-aluminum, but I
It's the
won't go
only
so
reason.
far. Have you heard of pit paste?
No,
I had some friends that it was the weirdest thing. All natural. The whole thing is like aluminum free, or whatever, which I don't even know what that means. But
There's aluminum in our deodorant.
suppose this is what I've come to understand from my primal friends is that what the aluminum is supposed to do is like clog your pores or something like that to keep you from sweating, like
Yeah.
the antiperspirant.
Yep.
Which is not good for you because you're supposed to like release toxins.
I don't care if it's good for me. I just don't want to have pit stains. You know?
Well, here's the thing: the pit paste was the weird. I'm totally for if you want to go spend $11 on a native deodorant at Target and it's all natural,
Yep.
you know, whatever. But there's a brand, Primal Pit Paste. It's called Primal Pit Paste, and it comes in. It looks like a bottle of like a Vaseline type thing.
Yeah.
You know, you take the lid off like that, and it comes with these bamboo sticks. And you dip it in. It's almost like a lotion. You dip it in, and then you wipe it on your
With bamboo sticks.
with bamboo.
See,
yeah.
that's the thing with this whole health craze right now.
Yeah.
Like the new like world of health influencers and the seed oil
don't
the seed
get me
oil
started on seed
clan.
oils, yeah.
I put seed oils in my coffee this morning.
I-
it's part of the keto diet.
The more canola oil, the better. That's
about
my
that,
policy.
But I think people just. This is something that's been contentious with my wife and I's friends of like seed oils. I think people go way too deep into like the seed oil game, where they're like, I cannot have a single seed oil ever enter my body.
There's an app. There's an app that you can download that
It's a seed oil app.
it caters restaurants based on if they use seed oils or not.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I'm all for like, hey, maybe let's lower how much seed oils we're putting into our body. Like I think that's gonna
good.
be very helpful for you. But going from 100 to I don't know what I'm measuring, 100 grams, milliliters,
Yeah.
or seed oils
Yeah,
liquid,
yeah.
solid gas.
Yeah.
Going from 100 grams of seed oils to 10, that's what's gonna have a difference in your life.
Seems reasonable.
Going
It's
from
like-
10 to 0 is not.
I don't
gonna
even
do
know
much.
how many, like if you just had like a normal, American diet, like I don't even know like how much seed oil do you
Probably
get?
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
1,000 seed oil.
1,000 oils.
seed oil.
1,000 seeds died making this oil for you.
I think we live in an interesting time.
Yeah.
Because I do think it's important that, a lot of things in the food industry changed over the last 100 years, going from, natural foods to like manufactured foods.
Yeah.
And I do think, there's an element of like, hey, we're actually discovering what these things do to you. And
Yeah.
they're not good for you. And I think it's good that there's a lot of like educational and informative content out
Yeah.
there. But I also think at the same time that, new health companies that are popping up, they're just like, you've been lied to your
Yeah.
whole life. You're living in a lie, and you
Yeah.
need to buy
Oh,
my
yeah. It's always
$80.
that. It's always like you've been lied to.
Yes, and I think it's good. Like, yeah, you should maybe eat a whole food diet and stay away from processed food. But I don't know. I feel like you get so deep into it, and then you end up spending hundreds of dollars on products, and it's just become a business. It's an industry,
I had this fight with my wife recently. I'll close it. This is quick. Where we were coming back from a trip. It was kind of late, and she's like, "I don't want to cook." I was like, "Great, let's just pick up some dinner." She's like, "Yeah, let's do that." I was like, "What do you want?" She's like, "Let's do canes." I was like, "Great, let's go pick up some Raisin Canes." She goes, "Well, I don't know, because we've been talking about me going on some sort of diet." She's like, "There's just too many seed oils." I was like, "I don't think it's the seed oils in my Canes box combo that's making me look like this."
It's the no slaw extra toast.
It's no slaw, extra fries, extra crispy.
Dude, Canes gives me the worst gas. That's like the main reason that Emily doesn't let us go as a family.
You get gassy.
I get really gassy, but my kids love it.
Yeah, well,
They
of course.
love it.
It's a great restaurant.
They drink the sauce like it's milk.
Yeah,
Put it straight in the bottle.
yeah.
I mean, we all have. I was looking at y'all's wrists that are hidden, but before this, they were not hidden. So you're an Apple Watch guy?
Yes, but not by any loyalty.
Yep.
It was just gifted to me when I was in high school.
Yep.
That's
Wow.
it. I've had this for 10
Long
years
time.
or more.
Can you still
Garmin.
update it?
Yeah, I can still update
It still works.
You're Garmin.
Yeah, I'm a Garmin guy. I mean, I have a buddy from my first year as a missionary that went to go work for Garmin.
Yep.
And he's got the deal, because you got the Garmin from him too. But 50% off if
Oh, it's
you
a
work
great
it.
deal.
So he hooked it up. Garmin 245 Forerunner.
245 Forerunner.
Yeah.
We're double banded with the Garmin and the Whoop.
Oh, you're a double guy. Yeah.
And I spoke at our organization's conference, and it was on the video screen, and everyone was asking me why I was wearing two watches
Yeah.
because they just couldn't understand.
I was very confused.
Well,
when
they're
Whoop
not
first came
familiar
out.
with the high performance wearable market and the importance of comparing heart rate between two different devices.
That was going to be my question. It was like, I can understand, using the Garmin as a watch.
Yep.
It's a nice watch, and then having the Whoop. But I'm like, what are you doing? Are you what are you doing? What's going on there? Like, what's the
I
point?
like wasting my HSA on things I don't need.
Thank you, RFK, for letting us use the
It's beautiful.
HSA.
Infrared dyes. I mean, the thing is, and I'm tempted. My personality is to be obsessed about things.
Yeah.
And I think in the
I can
health
attest to that.
Yeah, I think we're all there. In the health and fitness world, that's kind of the extreme is like the hyper obsession.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The counting calories, the creatine creatures that need to hit their 5 milligrams, the protein junkies that are ordering 24 grilled nuggets at Chick-fil-A
Snorting
only.
protein powder. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's the obsessed world. And if I would lean one way, I would lean, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately sometimes, to that way.
John Michael, you went to new staff training, which is our training for focused missionaries over the summer. It's 5 to 6 weeks long in Florida.
Yep.
And you're taking your whole family, so naturally you have a lot of suitcases that you're bringing with you.
12 checked bags.
You called United before you boarded your flight to see how many suitcases am I allowed to bring for free. And one of those suitcases was entirely dedicated to your supplements. the entire it was your drug bag.
What do you got? What are you putting in every day?
Like what's my supplement stack?
Yeah.
So 88% whey, 12% casein protein. I like BPN right here. Their blueberry muffin.
Go on more.
It's delicious. Blueberry muffin protein. No, nothing makes you feel more manly than drinking blueberry muffin protein.
Okay, but you put that. See, I have the same thing, and you
Yep.
put it in overnight
Oh,
oats.
it's really good that way.
I mean, it tastes like a blueberry muffin.
So I do that. Then I do a creatine with that 5 to 10 milligrams for brain functioning.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a strong reds immediately after. That's a superfoods blend. And then I have a greens that I take right after that. And then I also
Athletic
take
greens.
It's not AG1.
Strong
It's
greens.
they have it at
BPN.
Costco.
Yeah.
It's called Nuna 7-in-1.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not on the BPN strong red, strong greens?
Strong reds from BPN,
Yeah.
but then I do the Costco green juice.
Well, why do you
Mild
not do the?
You want to balance
You can
the strong
only get
reds with some
one
mild
color
greens.
of strong.
Yeah.
No, you
And
can
you-
get both. I just don't have the money to be able to fully blow out $500 of supplements a month. and then I'll do an immune booster after that. So that's the morning stack, and then we'll.
Oh, that's just the morning.
And then I'll do. I just added in a 5 milligram of melatonin, natural melatonin, before bed, and then I've recently also added a nose strip for bed.
Nose strip.
Yeah, nose strip. You
Like
guys
the
not
thing-
familiar? Yeah.
No,
I
it's
know
not a
what you're
supplement,
talking
though.
about.
It's not a supplement, but it aids, according to my Whoop, I'm +5 when I wear a nose strip in terms of my recovery.
Do you cover your mouth too? Do you do the mouth
It
tape?
equals out. You can, for
Tell me
every
you do the mouth
bourbon
tape.
you drink, you wear one
One
nose
nose
strip
strip.
and it cancels out. I'm going to bed with 4 nose strips. But it's like, my wife makes fun of me because it is a little bit ridiculous, but that's the hyper fitness
just a
world
little-
right
Do you
now.
do the mouth tape? You didn't answer.
I
my
haven't.
question.
No, I haven't done the mouth
Okay.
tape, but my dad does it.
Yeah.
Really?
He does it for snoring and for sleep
Yeah,
apnea.
yeah.
So he's got the nose thing, and then he does the mouth tape. But we were talking about the health influencers.
Yeah.
And just the world of, like, my algorithm is full of these guys. Ashton Hall is my favorite. He's totally ridiculous. You seen this guy?
Yes.
He's the morning routine guy.
The Jack.
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Wakes up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Bathes his face in the Saratoga blue water. It has to be Saratoga blue.
Yeah.
Can you combine the blue water with strong reds?
That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much influence
Too much purple.
in one
Yeah.
cup. But I mean, the world of fitness influencers is insane right now.
Yes.
Like, because it's all marketing for products typically,
Yeah.
or it's marketing for ad share on YouTube or
Yeah.
Instagram. But the
Which
wildest
we're open
dude,
to discussing if
we
anyone
are
wants to reach
not
out to
closed
us.
off to that idea. But the
If you want to
craziest
sponsor
dude,
guys that maybe are a little more
normal.
normal looking, maybe from all sides of the spectrum in the fitness world.
You got a steady supplement of chicken marsala from Costco. But the guy that blows my mind the most is Brian Johnson.
Oh gosh,
Good
yeah.
old Brian.
He scares me.
Yeah.
He scares me.
So Jose, take us. I mean, for people who are not familiar,
Yeah.
what's this dude's
I
deal?
just found out about this guy like last week.
Yep.
So I might need some gaps filled here.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the first thing that showed up on Wikipedia was that he's a biohacker.
Yes.
Biohacker.
A biohacker. And I from what I understand,
Never hacked my bio.
Yeah. Well, you're trying with all your supplements.
Very much trying to.
You need the strong red with the weak purple and a mild green. I think that's usually
That's right. Just eat Skittles in the morning.
From what I understand, this is a guy that's so obsessed
Yeah.
with. I don't want to add
wouldn't
my
even
own
say it's
bias.
health
I
and
think he's
fitness.
maybe like scared of dying so much.
Yes.
So such a big fear of death.
He's not
that
pro-life. He's
spending
anti-death.
All of this money, which I don't know where he got it from. Maybe from the hacking.
No, I think
Oh, he
wasn't
founded Twitter. What? I thought he founded Twitter.
No, that was Elon.
No, Elon.
No,
didn't found
Elon
it.
bought
He
it. He
And
bought it.
all that to say, he's spending millions and maybe even billions of dollars a year to try to be immortal.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
what I took from it.
I
And
think the number's $2 million a year is what I heard.
$2 million a year.
Yeah. I think he was a private equity venture capital guy.
Great.
That's
And
what I
so
heard.
he's just spending all this money on trying to be. And I mean, I quickly glanced at this and I got a little freaked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But something about like blood transfusions all
With
the
his
time.
son. Well, no, didn't he do something? He did something with his son where I don't know if it was his plasma or if his blood or something like that, but he this could be totally off, but my understanding was that he infused his son's blood into him so that he would have younger
Young blood.
blood.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
And I mean, the issue is not the issue is not. I mean, we could go on about this guy and how
Yeah.
wild that is, but I think that the real point is just when health becomes salvation for you, when health is
Yeah.
like, if I can just control all these aspects of my life and take away seed oils and drink enough strong reds and melatonin and nose strips and sleep masks, and I do have a humidifier as well next to my bed. But if I can just kind of control all these things, then I don't have to suffer.
Yep.
And
Do you have the bed temperature thing?
No,
What's it called? The chiller?
we're still using this. The bed that we sleep in is Emily's 16-year-old sister's bed that we got when we got married.
Wow.
And it's not super comfortable. Do you guys have kings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Big proponent of king beds.
Yep.
See, we're still on the queen, and we recently spent 6 weeks in like an Airbnb situation. and there was a king, and I'm in the face of temptation currently.
Once I jumped up to a king, there was just no going back.
Jumped up.
Well, you know, we had a queen bed to start, but then my brother-in-law totaled my wife's car.
I thought you were gonna say totaled your queen bed.
Hey, we're not gonna get into
I
that.
totaled John Michael's queen. In John Michael's guest bedroom, which I stayed at a couple months ago. What's the problem? There's no
It's the
slats.
slats.
There's no slats.
Yeah, it's a bed.
It was
without
just like
slats.
you balance it on the bed frame. If you turn one way wrong, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like the bed was
The
diagonal.
bed was literally at a 45-degree angle.
No, but my brother-in-law. To be fair, it wasn't his fault. Like they were driving to go. This was in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I think him and my mother-in-law were going to pick up food, and someone ran a stop sign and just like T-boned him. No one got hurt. They were going like 20 miles an hour or whatever, but it ended up totaling the car, and so we had to go and buy a new car, which that's a whole other story. But it was like, hey, sorry, we wrecked your car. We got you.
We got your bed.
We got your king bed.
Actually,
Yes.
We're gonna trade in your Ford Escape
for a king bed.
do you guys have any funny stories about failing in fitness?
I mean, every other week. The amount of
Tuesday.
times I spend just researching the new thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like how many cups of AG1 do I have to drink to balance out a Cane's meal? You know,
Yep.
or I once paid a guy to write just like daily, almost hourly meals and calorie and macro consumptions, and then give
How
me
much
like
did you pay
personalized
him?
fitnesses. It was like $500 a month or $400 a month.
Dude, he was.
Well,
You could get his whole morning stack for that.
yeah, I mean, I did it for 1 month.
That's insane.
And then I was like, "What? Why did I do this?"
Yeah.
Right? Like I just wasted my money. I did it for 2 days, and then I took 3 weeks vacation. Then I did it again for 1 more day, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a waste of money, absolutely. But it's just
When you do it like that,
it's the next thing that I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
this is gonna be it."
You latched
Right.
on to
I'm
it.
finally like, this is gonna save me.
Yeah.
From what? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you ever feel like you walk into a gym and you just have absolutely no idea what you're doing there?
A little bit.
Like what book did these guys read to where they know how to use the machine that you lay on and your legs go like this? Like the instruction manuals on the machines are not helpful. It's like
yeah.
it works your pecs, and then
Yeah.
you're looking at 3 different pulleys, and there's 2 handles,
How do I attach this to?
and then there's a carabiner that
do
attaches.
I push? Do I pull?
Right.
Yeah.
Then you kind of wander around, you try to find something, and you're like, you feel like you know what it does.
Absolutely.
Because you walk up to a machine and you're just like,
Oh, I
where
love
do
this
I-
machine.
Yeah.
Been here many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Love it.
abductors. Got to work those.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
No, when I was in high school, I played on the golf team. And the golf team we had a really nice gym in high school, private school in Dallas, fortunate enough to go to. But my
Dude, this whole episode,
was it-
you got private school in Dallas, you got a Lulu Blazer.
Yeah, dude. Where are
I'm
you?
privileged. I'm blessed. Broken and blessed, baby. No, I mean, John Michael and I went to high school together, but was it our freshman year that the gym got remodeled?
It was basically remodeled into a Division I level high school facility.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had Gatorade coolers in the
Gatorade filmed commercials there.
protein.
really?
There's energy chews,
Yeah.
like the fruit snack.
Oh, yeah.
They're delicious.
You walk
Those are
in.
so. I don't know
yeah,
what the
get
point
those.
of
You
those
get
are, but it's
protein
like
afterwards.
candy.
It was super nice. But the golf team had the same gym schedule as the football team,
Yeah.
but we did not do the same workouts.
They're like, and that's Clayton.
I
He's
mean,
definitely on the
Talk
golf
about
team.
high school and ski. I mean, you're looking at the football team, and they're going and they're maxing
Squatting
out on
350.
squat.
Yeah.
You know, and then you had the golf team over in the corner. We had probably 12 to 15 power racks, you know, and then all sorts of machines and things like that. But the golf team worked out on the side. You
Where
know,
the
so
bands were?
So you got the whole football team over there, and it's like the golf team just kind of stayed in the warm up section. But we didn't even use any of those things. It was like we were doing these plyometrics where we just like moved our arms, and then you use the big
The shake
like,
weight.
the shake weight. No, the big like the PVC pipes, you know. And we do all sorts of like stretches and movements with that. It was just like so humiliating because those are my friends. You know,
Right.
they're out there and they're actually working out.
Yeah.
You know, and we were over.
And
on
you're
the
still
side.
wearing a polo.
I was in my
moving your
Polo,
arms,
which is
back
really
and
funny
forth.
because you look at the PGA Tour players. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you'll see
They
clips
work
of them.
out
They work
in
out
polos.
Yes, and like hard workouts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it goes back to our original conversation.
They probably
Why
sleep
would
in
you do
polos.
You could do anything you wanted to in life wearing a polo.
Absolutely. You can dress it up. You can dress it down.
You
You
can
can go to
dress-
sleep
You can go to
in
sleep
it.
in it.
Yeah.
Could I tell you my worst story in a gym?
Please.
Yes.
So you guys know my father-in-law, Hal,
Yeah.
short for Harold, middle name Ulrich.
Mm.
Put
Love
that
a
on
good
your
Ulrich.
baby name list.
Yeah.
Ulrich. Call him Rick for short.
Call him Ol.
Hey, there's Old Caballero popped up. But he's super fit. He's like annoyingly fit. 60 years old. He actually does Orange Theory, which is kind of funny.
No way.
Because Orange Theory typically seems like it's marketed to more of the other gender,
Yeah.
the female one. But he loves it. It's a good workout actually.
Yeah.
I've done
I'm
it
sure
before.
it is.
There's like someone screaming in a microphone, "If you run faster, you can eat that pizza tonight."
Well, and the whole thing is like what, to keep your heart rate in the
Yeah, you
orange zone?
keep a heart rate in the orange zone. You get splat points. Splat points. Which
What's
are how
the
many?
conversion rate?
I don't know.
Splat
I thought that was a
points dollars?
Nickelodeon thing.
For every 10 splat points, you get one pizza for dinner. But anyway, so he's super fit, and when I was trying to win over his blessing for marrying his daughter, he's a doctor too, so it's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
I was 21. He's a doctor. He's got a very well put together life. He's fit.
Yeah.
And so one night we're hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, I got a workout in the morning with some of my buddies. Would you like to come?" And what do you're dating his daughter?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
You
You
have
have,
to say
you
yes.
have no option.
Yeah, you
Actually,
have to
I'm gonna
say yes.
sleep until noon, and then I'm gonna go to Cane's with Jose.
Okay. Wouldn't be
And so
very
I'm going to
now-
take my strong reds before though, so.
And so I'm like,
make
"Yeah,
up
for
for it."
sure. I'm in. And he's like, "Great, workouts at 5." I'm like, "Awesome, 5 p.m. perfect time. I'll be up." And he's like, "No, 5 a.m."
I should be up by 5 p.m.
And he's like, 5 a.m. And I was like, "I've stayed up till 5 a.m., but I've never
Yeah.
gone to sleep and then seen 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And so I get up and, I'm half awake and we go to the gym. And it's one of those those CrossFit boxes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
garage doors.
Yep.
The guy's name was Tony Cruz, which is a sweet coach's name.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Cruz.
Coach Cruz.
Anyways, long story short, we're getting in there, and I played high school baseball, and so I'm comfortable in a gym.
Yeah.
I've seen a squat rack before, and I get in there, and I'm getting after it.
Yeah.
Like sweat's pouring out. I'm like slamming the weights on. When you throw it on the
Yeah.
squat rack and
yeah.
it bangs, I'm feeling great. And then he's like, "All right, guys, great job. Warm-up's over." And I'm already at the point where your pecs start tingling, and you can't feel your arms. And
Where
the
your
next-
shirt is all the same shade, but it's a darker shade.
and it
than
was
when you
10
walked
minutes
Yeah.
in. It was 10 minutes in because I hadn't worked out since high school baseball. Anyways, 40 minutes later, I can barely talk. I can barely breathe. And I have that feeling in your stomach where you're going to throw up. And so I'm trying to hide it.
Yeah.
And so we're heading back home. And it's only, 5:45 at this point. And he's like, "You want to go grab breakfast?" And I was like, "Yeah, breakfast sounds great." And he's like, "Awesome, let's go to my favorite diner." And we get in there. It's one of those diners where everyone's smoking. The waiters have like 6 teeth,
Yeah.
and it's just super greasy.
Yeah.
And he orders the Big Mama's breakfast, which is like 3 pancakes, sausage, eggs. And I
How
am
many splat points to be able to order that, That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, 15. And so I just can't breathe very well. And so I just kind of say, "I'll have what he's having." And they bring it out, and I make it through multiple bites of my bacon before I realize I'm about to yak. And I go to the bathroom and I saw Big Mama's breakfast in the toilet and the previous night's meal. And it took 5 or 6 minutes. And still to this day, I have not told him about
You don't think he
puking.
knows?
He probably does, based on how I looked
Yeah.
and the shade of white that
Yeah.
I
Oh,
had
yeah.
become and the clamminess. But I mean, yeah, it's but now I work out, and I actually just this summer put him through a high rocks workout,
Oh, yeah.
and I just had to reassert my dominance, and it was great because I could
What's
finally,
High Rocks?
It's a
all the
fitness competition that I'm training for right now.
Okay.
So it's basically running with functional lifting. So
As you run.
1 kilometer run, then you do a lift. 1 kilometer run, then you do
I
a
was
lift.
imagining you.
So
Shoulder
that's
pressing
how
as
I
you're
would describe CrossFit.
It's-
But it
it's-
seems it's more structured where it's like
Well,
you,
CrossFit's going downhill because of they had a guy die last year in competition.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, they're facing lawsuits all over the place, and
Yeah.
High Rocks is blown up. High Rocks is like the new. It's basically a CrossFit style workout
Yeah.
that they've just branded
Yeah.
really well
Yeah.
Yeah.
and marketed really well, and anyone can do it. So that's the other thing is
Yeah.
like low barrier to entry, which I think it's we're doing it in November. Dallas is gonna be great.
Yeah.
So
I was just hearing about. Have you heard? I think it's like the 29909 or something. Have you heard of this?
no,
I'm trying to remember where I heard it. I think there was I'm finishing up my MBA right now, and one of the classes was, maybe I had to read an article from this guy or something like that. Just some dude, serial entrepreneur, but he's super into health and fitness as well. And his whole thing right now is he's like, I want everybody to be able to have the experience of climbing Mount Everest. Which
Why?
is, well, you know, without actually climbing,
without
actually
doing it.
climbing
Okay.
Mount Everest. So he just puts on these, you know, competitions. Essentially, they happen all around the country, anywhere where there's a hill or some sort of an incline to walk. I'm sure you could do it in a gym too. But then these people, over the course of 36 hours,
climb Mount Everest,
climb the height of Mount Everest, and it's blown up everywhere.
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
Like being on a stair stepper.
That sounds awful.
But it's kind of like, I was like, this is so interesting because you've just like, you've taken this idea and you've just kind of, you've put it in a shell and you've marketed it really well. You know?
What's fun, I mean, the fact that this type of stuff is blowing up, like ultra running, people wanting to run 100 miles, 150 miles, 200 miles.
Don't understand that. Running that for you.
The project, project 28, 45, 28. But there's something happening, I think, where guys, you know, are wanting to challenge themselves. And I think maybe it's because they don't feel challenged in other areas of their life. Yeah. And so they feel like they need to kind of dedicate themselves to an impossible task, you know? But from y'all's vantage point, what do you think is like the good middle? So we've talked about kind of the over obsessed, and we've also jokingly talked about
we've shown ourselves on camera to show the under obsessed.
The Caniac combo.
Yeah.
What's the middle? What's the
That's a
middle?
great question.
Go ahead, Jose. You look like you were thinking.
I think just because the middle, I think, is just the sweet spot of like, there is something good and something virtuous about wanting to be excellent, right? About just wanting to treat your body well, be in shape. Yeah. But I think once we start getting to like, well, I want to look really hot. I think that's obviously too much. Maybe not so obvious, right? Of course, hey guys, I want to look hot too, right? But if that's my main focus, I think that's when we've crossed the line. Yeah. Now, again, I tend to not even cross the line into the middle in the first place. Right. But I think that's the sweet line of like, I want to be excellent. I think it's good to take care of my body. There's so many benefits from being healthy, from being in shape, from eating well, from, you know, it's having longevity, maybe not being immortal like that Brian Johnson guy, but, you know, living long enough to be able to experience a full life with your kids, your grandkids, maybe even great-grandkids.
I think there's a couple different groups of people when it comes to exercising. I think there's the type of people where it's like your CrossFit guys. Yep. You know, high rocks nowadays. You know, where it's actually, you know, the health and fitness is not just like, I'm just doing this to stay in shape, or to look good, you know, or to have a functional, you know, body. I'm like, those are probably motivating factors, but it's like, it's your hobby. You know? True. Like we had friends in college where it was just like, all their friends were at, you know, at the CrossFit gym. It was just like, they loved going.
I mean, I feel like that's where I'm at, is it's the only hobby I have. Yeah. Like it's the only thing that's
and that's
fine.
a good thing. You love it, right. You know? Like, I mean, I work out and I exercise, but I'm like, I'm not training for anything, you know. I'm like, I'd rather, you know, spend my time, you know, playing golf than extra time, you know, training in the gym. But I think there's those people where it's like, this is your hobby. I also think there's another really interesting group of people where I think some of the motivating factor is like some form of like self-hatred, honestly, of just like, I'm not good enough, you know. I'm not good, and if I don't exercise or look good, you know, what am I? You know, or just like punishing yourself. I think there's something there. You know. And then I also think, I mean, we were talking about Brian Johnson earlier, where there's like this it's like it becomes a fear of death type thing of like, I'm gonna biohack my body.
Renowned biohacker,
you know.
The interesting thing about, like, you're talking about the trauma based, or like, I'm gonna you know, kind of create this pain myself, is when I did last year, we did Ironman 70.3 triathlon out in Kentucky with a couple of guys, and there was this whole group of guys called Athletes in Recovery, and it was a bunch of guys who had been like significant drug addicts. Like, we're talking, you know, years and years and years of serious drug addiction. And part of their recovery was training for this triathlon.
Yeah.
And they gave a talk at the athletes meeting about like, hey, it's good to like lane change, right? To change lanes and put your addiction in a healthy spot.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed with these guys, and I walked up and was like, hey, this is amazing. Like,
yeah, it is really cool.
Congratulations on sobriety, and look forward to racing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so to take nothing away from them, right? But I think when it can't just be an addiction, a new addiction.
Yeah.
It has to find its right place, its right order in a life, both on the lack of and on the hyper.
Yeah.
And always hopping on the bike and trying to balance.
And I think, that's the good thing about, competition, sports, health, and fitness is that there's an element of goodness in like, I want to practice the endurance of suffering.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there was plenty of that when you were in the last couple miles of your Ironman.
After the fourth time I peed myself on the bike, I was starting to think that this was a bad idea. You know how hard it is to pee yourself when you're moving?
Like in those races, everyone pees themselves?
Yeah. And sometimes another,
Yeah.
Well, there's that famous video of, I forget her.
Yeah.
Was in the Olympics, and she had a bowel movement.
Bowel movement.
As she was getting ready to, I think she was crossing the finish line, right? Yeah. But
very challenging. And it is very challenging to find the middle. Yeah. And so here at the All In podcast, we're all in on trying to find the middle ground between overcommitting, no strips, creatine creatures, and then the Caniac combo on the flip side.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. Go ahead and barbell smash the like button. Go ahead and deadlift the subscribe button. And go ahead and pull up and hit the ding dong button.
That's great. Thank you, everyone.
That's it.